get our NCCR certification, which I have not heard from them yet, telling me when I can sign on and take that class, but that's going to be happening. Okay, so it's just going to be three of us. We'll make a little over half hour, whatever. What's the matter, Sam?
No, sorry.
You all right, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay. So we did ladders yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get through here. Okay, what's happening here? Ladders. We got a lot of ladders. Okay, do's and don'ts of ladders. Okay. Oh, by the way, I was going to send you more pages and I forgot. So if we get that far today, I will send you the pages quickly. If not, I will send you the pages at the end of the day. That way you'll have the pages to look at. All right. So now I got to go back to here, and I'm going to go here. Okay, entire screen. Click this and click share. Okay. All right. Now there's five of us. Yeah, because I'm two. Because I'm one, and then I'm one as the presenter. So that puts me in twice. Okay. Some weird thing like that. Okay. So we're right here. Okay. We finished up here yesterday, did we? Stairways and maintenance, stairways and housekeeping, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yep. All right. Malachi, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. So scaffolds. We all know what a scaffold is. We all know that there's different types of scaffolds. Okay. There's manufactured scaffolds, and then there's scaffolds used in construction. We have a manufacturer type scaffold across the street. We have a couple of them. It's nothing more than one piece. You put it together and you have wheels on it, and you can push it from spot to spot. Okay, we're good. Let's picture the shop downstairs. Okay, where might we want to use a scaffold? What might we want to use a scaffold for? In the shop down below. Anybody?
What?
Where would I want to? Go ahead.
No. Can you repeat it, please?
Where would I want to use the scaffold in the basement at the shop? Mercy's.
Why or where?
Yeah. What would I want to use it for?
To do work on the ceiling.
To do work on the ceiling. Okay. What kind of work on the ceiling, Sam?
Like painting the sun.
Painting. Okay. If I wanted to paint the ceiling, I could use a scaffold. How about if I wanted? We just in our other class we just talked about piping. How about if I wanted to add some pipes for air? Okay, would scaffolding be an easy way to do it?
Yeah, you just gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful. Okay, yeah, you gotta be careful. Well, it's above 6 feet, right, Sam? So
yeah.
if it's above 6 feet, what do I have to have?
Harness.
A harness. Okay. Or what else would I have to have?
I don't know.
You don't know. Anybody else? Malachi? Megan?
A ladder?
Well, you would need a ladder to get over the scaffold, sure.
Yeah.
What's so funny? Am I missing a joke?
No, my fault.
No, that's okay. So I do need a ladder to get up and down, but if I didn't want to wear a harness, can I use that scaffold without a harness? I can if I put the proper rails around it and I put the proper toe board down and everything else. I can use that scaffold without a harness.
Yeah.
All right? But as Sam said, you want to be careful, so that would probably be the way to go. So now we got Sam up there. Sam and Malachi are up there, and they're painting the ceiling.
You can probably wear a hard hat too.
You want to wear a hard hat? Sure you do, because there's a lot of stuff up in that ceiling. Okay, that's a good point. So Sam's on one end of the scaffold, Malachi's on the other end of the scaffold, okay? And they're painting an area in the ceiling. So Megan, she's down below, and what Megan's going to do when they say they're done and they want to move forward, Megan's going to roll the scaffold to the next part of the ceiling to get painted. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes? Who said yes?
Sam.
Okay. What do you think, Megan?
No,
No. Why?
because when they're on the scaffold, you can't like move it. Right?
When they're on the scaffold, you can't move it. Who said so? Okay, the page I'm on, people, right here. Warning. Never unlock the wheel brakes of a rolling scaffold while anyone is on it. People on a moving scaffold can lose their balance and fall.
Yeah, then no.
Okay? So yes, Megan, you are correct. You never move a scaffold with people on it. The other thing I recommend, Megan, is you don't move a scaffold with parts on it. Because if you left parts up, if Sam left the hammer up on the scaffold, okay? No, Sam left a bucket of paint, okay? He left a bucket of pink paint, Megan, and he didn't put the lid on it. And you're rolling that scaffold, what's going to happen?
It might fall.
Okay, so what's going to happen to Megan? Megan's going to be totally pink like her boots.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay? You don't want pink hair, though, do you?
No.
I do.
You do? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we'll talk about that another time. But the point I'm making is, if you leave anything on the scaffold while you're rolling, it can fall off, thus injuring you, thus splashing all over you, whatever the case may be. So real quick down here, manufactured scaffolds, okay, they're made of steel, stainless steel or aluminum. They're stronger and more fire resistant than wooden scaffolds, okay, and they're supplied ready-to-made individual units, okay, that you can assemble on the site, whatever. All right, rolling scaffold with legs or wheels, so it can be moved. Okay, it has brakes, so when you do move it, okay, you want to put the brakes back on so whoever's on the scaffold doesn't move on. Okay, so any scaffold that is assembled on a job site should be tagged. These tags indicate whether a scaffold meets OSHA requirements and is safe to use. Hang on, I'm loading the page. Okay, and is safe to use. So before I go to the next page, if we're erecting a scaffold on a job site, who tells us that the scaffold is safe to use?
The competent person?
Oh, good one, Sam. A competent person. He is the person that will tell us that the scaffold is safe, can be used, he inspected it, things like that. All right, what happens, again, real quick with the competent person, if the day happens, you know what, can I blow this up? I don't know. Yeah, there you go. What happens is if the competent person, if we go home on a Friday and we have a bad snowstorm and windstorm over the weekend, and we come back on Monday morning and the streets are a mess and everything like that, obviously we're not going to climb on that scaffold until the competent person tells us that it is safe. Now, Sam, with these pictures that I have in front of me, okay,
Yeah.
do we need to have a harness on?
No.
Right.
Because there's railings.
This is what?
There's railings. Like there's pipes.
There's railings, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't quite get what you were saying. There are railings, yes. All right. So with the railings, okay, we are protected. Okay, and there's two railings as OSHA requires. There's side railings. Okay. There's also a tow board, so nothing can be kicked off. Okay, nothing can be kicked off this scaffold. All right. How do we get on the scaffold?
Climb up.
Climb up? What am I going to climb on, Sam?
The ladder that's on the side.
What ladder? I don't see a ladder. Do you see a ladder?
Like the 3 steps right there.
Okay, they did. This particular scaffold does have a stepping area where you can climb up. Okay, what you have to be careful of is when you're coming into this piece here where you have the railings, you don't want to get yourself caught. So obviously you don't want to have a tool belt or anything like that if that's the way you're going to climb onto the scaffold. All right, you got a top rail, mid rail, toe board, platform. All right, individual units. Okay, everything is the same except that this one has levelers, okay, and this one has wheels. So this one here is going to be a stationary scaffold that we're going to put up and possibly leave up for a couple of days. What we need to do with these foots here or these levelers, okay, is make sure that when the scaffold is erected that it is level. So if we have a little indentation on the, let's say this is on a sidewalk, and we have a little indentation on the sidewalk, this leveler here might cause the scaffold to lean a little bit. All right, and if it leans a little bit, then we have to turn this leveler up a little more so the scaffold is level. Now with this one here with the wheels, if we get into a dip in the sidewalk, how are we going to make it level, Malachi?
What's your question again?
How are we going to make it level?
What?
You got to be paying attention, guys. I'm not going to keep repeating questions. You need to be paying attention. What was the last thing I said, Malachi?
You said how you gonna make the sidewalk level or something?
No, not the sidewalk. How am I going to make the scaffold level?
Adding stuff under it.
Okay, I might have to put a piece of wood or something under it to make that level. Somebody turn off their phone, please. All right, I might have to make the sidewalk level. Okay, if I'm using the rolling scaffold. All right, how am I going to make this one level, Malachi? I already told you, but tell me again.
You could put a piece of wood under it.
Yeah. Were you paying attention when I was saying this a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Megan, how do we make this scaffold level? So people, am I here talking to myself and no one's paying attention to what I'm saying? Because if that's, I mean, I don't understand this. I'm trying to help you get along here so you can take this test. Okay, apparently no one's paying attention. Okay, I mean, we could just say everybody read the book and take the test. Would you rather do it that way?
No.
Yeah.
Well, who would?
Me.
Who's me? Malachi?
Yeah.
Well, that's up to you. I started this class just so everyone can get extra information. I'm just trying to help you pass the test. Okay? We're not going to do this in class again. That's why I did this. All right? I need you to pay attention. If I come again and decide that you're not paying attention, well, maybe we'll just end this class and be done with it. All right? I'm trying to help you guys and gals pass the test. The seniors need to do this in the next 2 months so they can get their certification. You guys, you can do it next year, but then you're going to have to do it on your own because Mr. Hogue and I are not going to put it into the program again, okay, to take the test. That is why I am offering this now. So I do hope and I do suggest that you all pay attention. All right? This has levelers. This has feet, and these feet can be level. So when you put this on the ground, if one side is dipping more than the other, you can turn these levelers here. It's like a big screw in there, and that'll bring one side up a little more than the other sides. All right? Whereas when you have the wheels are all in place, so you have to work with what you have there. All right? Okay. And I'm going to move forward here. Okay? So we got some tags here. Okay? What's the green tag say?
Complete.
Compliment.
What does that mean?
finish, like the job is done.
Yeah, well, no, not that the job's done, but the scaffold has been inspected, and the scaffold's ready to be used. You can go on that scaffold now and you work with it. Okay, then the one in the middle's got a caution. What's the caution telling us?
Don't go on it.
Okay, well, it's saying it's incomplete, and it's telling us why it's incomplete. Maybe one of the rails is not proper. Maybe screws fell out. Whatever the case may be, right? So they don't want you to go on that. And what's this one here?
Do not use it at all.
Yeah, why? Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so who in most cases would put this up? These two actually say, these two here say erection foreman. Okay, this one doesn't say erection foreman. So who would probably sign this tag here, the red tag?
The person that inspects it,
Okay, who's that person? What's he called?
the competent.
Competent person. Absolutely. So the competent person would be the guy that would put this on. Now, if we go up here, all right, real quick, green tag, meets OSHA standards. Yellow tag means the scaffold does not meet OSHA standards. Okay. Or a railing cannot be installed or something went wrong. Okay, red tag means that the scaffold is being put up or taken down. Well, yeah, could mean it's being put up or taken down. It could also mean that the competent person decided there was something wrong and decided to put a tag on it. Okay, do not rely on tags alone. Inspect your scaffolds before you use them. Check for bent pieces, etc., etc. All right, make sure you know the weight limit of the scaffold. Okay, well, that's something important. Okay, how many guys can we put on one area of scaffolding? Type like that. Okay, all right. If it is more than 10 feet, check to see that it is equipped with top rails, mid rails, and toe boards.
Would this be considered as a lockout tagout too?
Would this be a lockout tagout? No, this is not a lockout tagout. Okay, the reason it wouldn't be a lockout tagout is because you're not locking and tagging to prevent something from being used. You're tagging the scaffold, okay, telling you do not climb on the scaffold. It is a little different than lockout tagout.
Okay.
Okay, but that's a good point. It's really a good point. Okay, that type of thing. All right, so moving to page next. Okay, using scaffolds. All right. Be sure that there's that guy, competent person, inspects the scaffold before you use it. Firm footing under each leg, etc., etc. When you move a rolling scaffold, always follow these steps. When you're moving the scaffold, no one's on the scaffold. Unlock the wheels, move the scaffold, relock the wheels, get back on the scaffold. Okay. All right. Here's a good one. Keep scaffolds a minimum of 10 feet from power lines. Well, duh. Okay, that would be a good thing to follow. All right. 20% of fall deaths is attributed to falls from ladders and scaffolding. So that's something you want to consider. You want to remember. Okay. When we do this in OSHA, we do a lot more. But apparently, this is all they're covering in the book. Okay. So what you're seeing is possibly what you're going to be getting on the quiz. Okay, so now the next thing is struck by. So does anybody see a pattern here? We just did falls, now we're doing struck by. So what category are we in? Does anybody remember what the category is we're in? Nobody?
No.
Okay, I talked about it the other day. Does anybody remember me saying focus 4?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. So what is focus 4? Okay, we already know that it is falls, and we already know that it is struck by. What else is in the focus 4 area?
Is stuck between one.
Yep. Caught between. But yes, go ahead. And what's the last one?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Anybody else? How about electrocution?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who didn't walk their dog? I hear the dog barking. Somebody didn't walk their dog today. Shame on you. Go out and walk that dog when we're done here. Okay, so struck by. Okay. It comes along with caught in accidents. All right, and it's the second highest cause of construction deaths. In fact, struck by accidents account for 18%. Okay, we don't need to get into all that right now, but we want to keep aware of that. Okay, 75% of deaths, okay, involve heavy equipment. Okay, you're on a job site, what do you got happening? You got cranes moving, you got bulldozers moving, you got big dump trucks moving. All this stuff is moving, okay? So obviously you want to stay away from these things, all right, the best you can. All right, what's this guy wearing?
A hard hat.
Over
Yeah, what else is he wearing?
A
the
vest.
seats.
Long sleeve.
I'm not worried about the long sleeves. What's he got on? What can you see? A vest. What color is the vest?
Yeah,
Neon and orange.
Fluorescent yellow. And it's got yellow. He's got orange reflective stripes on it. Okay.
And the
A
dark.
lot of job sites anymore make you wear these things. Okay. Those of you that might have been going to the Katrina trip, and possibly you have the opportunity later on to go to the Katrina trip. The organization that we do the work for down there, they give us these vests to wear. All right? We are going to be going, if we get back to school, I'm going to be taking the juniors across. I'm going to be taking the juniors across to the Project Share, which is across the street, to do some work. I'm going to make sure that everyone has a vest on when we go over there, because we're going to be working in areas where there's forklift drivers and things like that happening, and we want to make sure that no one is struck. So whoever qualifies to go across on that project, if we ever get back to school, we will be wearing a vest, and we do have these vests. Okay, so that's important to remember. All right, roadway hazards, something else you want to watch for. Notes here. Yep. Stay alert. All right. Maintain eye contact with vehicles. Never get into a blind spot. All right. Keep off the equipment unless you're authorized to be on it. All right. Here you go. Wear reflective high visibility vests or other suitable garments. All right. And never stand between two pieces of equipment. That's kind of a dumb thing to do, isn't it? All right.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that none of that happens. The other thing, and when we're saying struck by, we're all kind of thinking that dump trucks rolling down the road and we're going to get hit by it, right? Well,
Yeah.
what about this? What about if we're on a job site, okay, and a crane is lifting material onto a roof? Okay, there's two ways we could be struck by with the crane. Anybody want to think how that could happen?
You said we could be struck by what? By a crane?
Yeah, how? Tell me about it, Sam.
I don't really know.
Oh,
If you
you
get
don't really
too close to
know.
it.
What is it, Malachi?
If you get too close to it, it can hit you.
What can hit me?
The crane.
Come on. Be more specific.
I don't know.
Okay, well, you're close. You're close, but let me go here. That wrong place. Yeah, let me go here. Okay, let me bring this up. Let me go here. Okay, and I put in crane on job site because if you saw what was happening there, I was going to get a picture of a bird, and I didn't want the picture of a bird, so I moved that. Okay, so I'm going to use this crane here. Okay, you see this material here?
Yeah.
If I'm walking too close to that material, can I be struck by the material?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can be struck by the material. Okay, so that's one way I can be struck by a crane. Now let's look at this crane here. This crane is on the back of a truck, correct?
Mm.
And to operate this crane, the piece that's on the truck, it turned around. See these here? These are all lined up.
Yes.
But when I go to turn the boom, what happened to the back of the crane? This piece here came off the truck, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it swings around to allow us to move the material. So if I was walking around back here, I wasn't paying attention, and whoever's running this crane swung this around, can I or can I not be struck by on that side of the crane?
You can.
I can. Absolutely. Okay? So there's two different ways that you can be struck by a crane, okay, and the truck is sitting in a stationary position, okay? Now there's some cranes here. Obviously these cranes are a lot bigger. They're not on trucks. Okay, they're built and designed as an overhead. Okay, I'm sorry, to lift things up. So that is another way that a crane would work. All right. Now I need to go back to where I was, which is right here. All right, and that's some of the struck by we're talking about there. And I'm waiting for more stuff to load. Okay, follow the guidelines. All right, when you operate or someone else is operating vehicles. Okay, if a guy needed to run a front end loader or bulldozer, okay, they always can't see over the shovel that's on the bulldozer. How do they get around that? How can they go down a dirt road, if they can't see over the bulldozer? Anybody want to tell me how that might happen? Nobody? Okay, so we're going to use a person called the spotter. We've all heard about the spotter before. He's going to go out on the road, and what's he going to do? He's going to have a flag of some sort, and he's going to be holding the flag high so the operator of the bulldozer or the dump truck or whatever can see the flag moving. Okay, and then if the guy stops and holds the flag straight up and doesn't move it, well, what does that tell him? That tells him he needs to stop the vehicle. Someone's in the way, something's going on, whatever the case may be. All right, but later on, you want to look at all this here. Okay, make sure you got seatbelts. Each person in the vehicle is secure, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, this is all stuff that's tying in with the vehicle. All right, this is what they want you to know and to understand for the NCCER test. Okay, falling objects. You're at risk of falling objects when you are beneath machinery and equipment. Okay, so read a little bit about that. Flying objects, yeah, I just showed you that if a crane's turning, things could be flying, things could hit you one way or the other, so we want to make sure that we stay away from flying objects as well. Okay, moving to the next page. All right, case history. Carpenter was attempting to anchor a plywood form in preparation for pouring concrete. All right, using a powder-actuated tool. The nail passed through the hollow wall, traveled 72 feet, and struck an apprentice in the head, killing him. What does this have to do with struck by? Well, I guess it is. It's just a different type of struck by. A powder. We all know what a powder-actuated tool is, right?
Yeah.
It is technically a gun. It shoots 22 caliber charges. Okay. And if the wall that it's shooting through is soft, well then yes, it can go through and possibly hit someone. All right, so to protect against flying objects, okay, et cetera, we need to catch up on this a little bit and read what's happening. So we're going to leave it there for today. Okay, we're up to page 33. So we still have two of the Focus 4 to do, caught between and a fall protection. I'll make sure we get that done tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday already, and then on Friday, do you want another quiz? The quiz is for your benefit. Well, you don't think that's good?
On this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I look good.
Because the quiz is for your benefit to help you prepare for this NCCER test, okay? And we're just about halfway through the chapter, so that's a good thing as well that we're halfway through this chapter. Let me go back to here. Let me go to here. I'm going to click this, I think. Okay, and I don't know what happened, but I am not where I wanted to be. Now I'm where I want it to be. Is that correct? All right. So you guys can see me. I can see your symbols on the screen or whatever. All right. Any questions?
No.
Now again, if you don't want to attend this class, that's on you people. Okay. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't come to Mr. Hoveride later and ask for help that you failed the test again. We're doing this to help you pass this test. Once you pass the test, 70 is passing. That's all they ask. All we do is put a P or an F down. Once you pass the test, okay, you move on to the next module that you need to pass. Okay, I believe for you, Megan, this is the only one you need. So we will do everything we can to help you get your certification by the time, if and when school is going to finish up in June. All right, people?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm going to say adios. If you did not finish the quiz for the other class, obviously you got to go back and you got to finish that quiz. All right, people. See you tomorrow. I'll see you. Yeah, see you at 12:30 or something like that. Yep. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Hasta mañana.